Shinpei dreams of being with Ushio when he returns to Hitogashima. Ushio wonders how long it has been since he last visited the island. Ushio tells him to find her and protect Mio before he leaves. Shinpei tries to reach Ushio in an effort to stop her, but she gets hit by something. He realizes he ran into a woman when he wakes up and apologizes, but she slaps him. Shinpei recalls that when they got to the island, it was a small island with 700 people living in Wakayama City. He hasn't been there in 2 years, and the island is supported by fishing and tourism. On July 22nd, Shinpei returns to attend the funeral of his childhood friend Ushio. Shinpei is greeted as he enters the island by Ushio's younger sister, a bike-sped Mio. She can't stop and falls into the water, but she acts like she wants to go swimming. Mio asks Shinpei about Tokyo's life and whether he went to Shibuya after he helped her get out of the water, but he says he doesn't go out much. While heading towards the burial service, they visit about different things. Mio says that there are now a lot of people she doesn't know on the island, but lately, even people she knows sometimes seem like strangers. Shinpei thinks it's because there are so many tourists at this time of year. Shinpei now talks normally and has integrated into Tokyo's life, Mio jokes. Shinpei recalls at the funeral that he lost his parents 10 years ago and was taken in by the Kofun family, making Ushio not only a friend from childhood but also a member of their family. Before leaving the island, Ushio requested that Shinpei prepare her curry. However, he dismissed her request, promising to do so the following time, which never came. So tells Shinpei, who is crying and hugs her, that Ushio tried to save a child but drowned. Shinpei is instructed to hit So until he feels better. And So accepts his apologies for not being able to do anything. Shinpei, on the other hand, insists that everything is fine and that he is able to remain composed despite the fact that everyone is crying. Shinpei is puzzled as to why So's father carried out an autopsy. Shirori Kobayakawa has not spoken to So since So points out that it was her that Ushio saved. So informs Shinpei that he will provide him with the specifics later when he receives a call to assist with the procession. Shinpei makes curry that evening for Mio, Alan, and Ushio. A police officer sees Mio standing outside the house and looking at it as they eat. So calls Shinpei after dinner to explain that his father was only there for the police inquest and did not carry out an autopsy. However, they discovered marks on Ushio's neck that looked like strangulation, suggesting that Ushio may have been killed. So explains that because no tourists go there, they were playing on the beach behind the elementary school. Ushio went first when he saw Shirori drown. After that, Mio and So followed, but found no one suspicious. So explains that not many people are aware of the marks. Mio, his father, Alan, and So himself are the police. However, because of the circumstances, the police classified it as an incident because it could not have been a murder. After that, Mio knocks on Shinpei's door and hands him the necklace from Ushio. She gives him a hug and weeps, stating that she will never forgive the person who killed her and that she will never see Ushio again. Mio blows her nose on Shinpei's shirt and says that he can have the bath now and that Ushio would be mad if she is always depressed, so she will no longer cry when Shinpei asks her if she knows something. Shinpei remembers how he gave the necklace to Ushio, who said she would treasure it. As she heads out the door, Alan reopens his dinner the following day. Shinpei lends a hand because he believes that moving your body is the best way to cope with a loss. Nakamura, a customer who is intoxicated, asks Shinpei if he has found his target. Shinpei asks Nakamura if he really meant him when he explains that Nakamura is referring to a woman with glasses and a large bust. When Tetsu Tatsumura enters the dinner, he requests the standard fare. Shinpei recalls that he is the island's only police officer and is related to Kofun's family. Mio takes his order but wonders why he didn't show up for breakfast this morning. According to Tetsu, the Kobayakawa family had all vanished. Their Koba mart was closed in the morning. So Shiomi's wife, their neighbor, peeked into their house and found nothing there. They may have been in debt, according to Tetsu, and fled during the night. Mio dashes outside upon hearing that, and Shinpei pursues her. Mio finally gets caught up by Shinpei. She tells him that Shirori has been acting a little strange lately, and Shinpei thinks she stopped talking out of shock. However, Mio explains that a week prior, Shirori claimed to have seen a girl who resembled Shirori. Then Shirori felt like she was being watched every day. A man asks if that isn't the shadow and interrupts them. Shinpei is told by Mio that the man is Jinjiro Nizu, a hunter. According to Jinjiro, It is the shadow sickness, a disease that is unique to this island and used to be quite widespread prior to the war. If you fall ill with the shadow sickness, you'll start to see your shadow and the dead and dying people who saw it. The shadow then kills the remaining family members by pretending to be the one it killed. Jinjiro says that his grandfather told him before he left that the sick would go to Hirako to be cleansed. Mio reveals that the same tale was told to her by her grandmother when she was younger. Mio saw Ushio's shadow 3 days before he died. Ushio noticed her shadow as she and other people were picking up trash and pointed it out for Mio to see. Shinpei thinks it's a prank, but Mio says it's true, and the shadow vanished right in front of their eyes. Shinpei suggests that they visit Hirako as the man suggested because Mio has not told anyone else about this. Shinpei recalls that the Hito shrine in the northern part of the island is referred to as Shiroko. Shinpei tries to open the door at the shrine, but it is locked. Mio then, at that point, takes a gander at the timberland and a figure moves and runs. Shinpei is forced to follow Mio as she claims to have seen Shirori. Shinpei begins to wonder if Shirori was the one who fled from them when they were unable to locate her. They run toward the sound of a gunshot when they hear it. Shinpei eventually discovers the woman with glasses who had been shot and bleeding on the boat. Mio, in a state of panic, pushes Shinpei toward the woman while she seeks assistance. Saying she failed, the woman tells Shinpei to listen. But she is shot in the head before she can finish. Shinpei then turns to see Mio with a gun and another Mio as a hostage, and she tells Shinpei that her father always told her that the service wasn't over until she washed the dishes and cleaned everything. After that, she fires the weapon, killing Shinpei and killing Mio. After that, Shinpei wakes up on the boat and bumps into the woman with the glasses once more.